Roy Kelly for Seconds Out. Thrilled to be joined by Matchroom Chairman Eddie Hearn after a very eventful night in Newcastle. It had a bit of everything, Eddie. Narrow squeak in the title fight as a show closer and a couple of defeats for the home fighters. Did it have a bit of everything for you?
Yeah, it's what you want in a way. I mean, I know that obviously we always want our fighters to win, but it's a bit boring, isn't it? If your fighters always win and no one gets beat or no one goes to a close decision either way. So I think tonight was a sort of credit to the matchmaking, if you like, and also a situation of some people not being good enough. And if you're not good enough, you're going to get beat, but that's okay, you can come back from there. But at least we know the level that you're at. You know, when you look at fighters like Callum French, not good enough, really. If you're going to go on and be a serious contender, you have to be beating opposition like that. I thought Ewan McKenzie was fantastic. I thought he showed unbelievable heart as well. I thought Cameron Vong was really impressive against a tough opponent in there tonight. I thought the Reese brothers were fantastic, really exciting as well. And you know, it was the main event, I thought, was one that could have gone either way. So a good night of matchmaking and a competitive card.
And a tough fight for Shabaz Masoud to take on tonight. Tongue twister for me.
Yeah.
But he came through it just about.
Yeah, just about. He was poor, in my opinion. I mean, look, firstly, he's been out for 12 months, right? So, and he had COVID 3-4 weeks ago with Liverpool. So, but when we're bigging someone up, when we're telling everyone he's going to be a world champion, it weren't good enough. But I love the honesty from Ben Davison and from Shabaz to say, hands up, no excuses, I need to be better. And he was lucky to get the win because it was a 5-5, 6-4 either way fight. And if it goes against him, he's really in the shit, to be honest with you, in his career. So he's got to thank his lucky stars and improve. But not good enough for us to scream from the rooftops, this kid is a superstar. But we do believe he has a lot more talent than that.
Talking of world champions and world championships, Anthony Joshua, there seems to be developments on that front. Can you fill us in a little bit on that?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think, you know, for us, we have a lot of world-class fighters, a lot of whom will want to fight in December. We are talking to Saudi Arabia about a number of those fighters potentially appearing. Whether that's AJ, whether that's... I've seen all the reports. We'll have to see what happens this week. At this stage, they are conversations, but it sounds very exciting, and we'll see how it develops.
Where do you fit in if the Saudis, maybe in conjunction with Frank Warren, are promoting? Where do you fit in?
Yeah, but they're working with a number of promoters, so you know the contact is for our fighters to fight on the show. So I don't mind. You know, we're promoting AJ obviously, and Frank's promoting some fighters, and I don't care whose artwork goes where. But for us, if it's an opportunity for our fighters, and it's as exciting as it sounds, we would love to be a part of it. So we'll see where the conversations go this week.
How far away do you think from an announcement?
No, I mean, again, conversations that have stemmed over a week with some fighters and 24 hours with others. So, you know, I think the next 48 hours are pivotal to see where it goes.
Yeah. Still with the heavyweights, I don't think you were overly impressed with Tyson Fury recently, and there's talk of retirement. Where do you stand on?
You know, I told everyone it would be an easy night's work. It would be a mismatch because on paper it should have been, and I think that it could have quite easily been as well. But I don't know. Look, he definitely was overlooking him. He definitely was thinking about Usyk, but he was definitely poor, and he also showed signs that he might not be the same fighter. But I'm sure he will be better against Usyk, and it's a great fight that's been made. Hopefully we see him in the ring. The reason I talked about the retirement is I don't think he'll take criticism very well, Tyson Fury. But I'm sure he'll bounce back stronger, and hopefully he makes it to the Usyk fight. And you know, I still think he can win that fight, but maybe the pick's a little bit different now.
Yeah. Is he shown signs of wear and tear? Maybe father time catching up with him?
I mean, again, you know, a lot of inactivity, and over the last 18 months or 2 years, hasn't really been in any competitive fights. So, you know, had his problems out the ring previously, lost a lot of weight, come back, getting a bit older, not really, but you just don't know. Or it might have just been an off night. You know, can be in any of these.
Where do we stand on the Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. fight? Any developments there?
Yeah, we're ready to go. You know, I think from our side, we're in a great place. Callis Allen's got to get Chris Eubank over the line. Jan 27th or Feb 3rd is the date. Millennium Stadium or Spurs, and hopefully we can get it done this week.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of criticism from Chris Eubank Senior, calling it shameful, I think. Yeah. What do you think of his comments?
He wants to get the Harlem Eubank fight, so he's sort of saying what he can poo-poo it, if you like. But it's good to see him back. You know, obviously Harlem's not on the radar, but he's a good fighter. I'd love him to fight Dalton Smith. So, you know, maybe fight Dalton Smith. If you come through that fight, we'll definitely look at a Conor Benn fight.
And just last one, Eddie. There's talk Oscar De La Hoya mentioning a bit of a roundtable conference involving a lot of top promoters, yourself included. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've told the broadcasters we're up for that. Sign me up. So we'll see if everybody else is up for it.
Good for boxing.
Sure, yeah. I mean, look, in front of the camera is one thing, which I'm up for, and then behind the cameras is another thing, to talk about the industry, where it's going, what the problems are. And, you know, there's a lot of problems with the business, but you can talk about coming together and doing this, and then once you leave the building, someone's on the phone, you know, going the other way. So we'll see.
And just last one, sorry, the health of Matchroom towards the end of 2023, moving into 24?
Yeah, very healthy. I mean, look, as a business, obviously, I think in the boxing space, people don't realise that boxing is probably, I don't know, 40% of our business. You know, we have darts, we have snooker, we have pool, we have a number of sports, but boxing is my passion. We're in a great place globally, a lot of big international TV deals. America's been great for us. Got big plans for 2024 and excited, but got to finish this year first with 6 straight weeks still to come.
Many thanks, Eddie, and thanks for the night show.
Thanks, mate. Bye.